Welcome to Rauta. This video is done in commercial collaboration with our sponsor, Steelfest. How do you do, and welcome to Rauta's Reviews. This time I don't even try to pronounce the band name or the album name or whatever with the kind of a given accent or whatever dialect, because this one is from Wales, and Wales language, that you all know, it's and then you have no idea what's being said. Anyway, this is the third album called Cynefin. Now, Iselder is an band that I previously featured with the second album, which was in fact quite a good one. I really liked the very punkish, easy to approach, simplistic black metal with a little bit of crustiness and kind of a, well, aggressive stuff, which is not exactly too common in black metal these days. It definitely reminds me of bands like Desire from Canada, but it's not like it's a copycat band. It's more like, yes, this is the kind of a stuff that's not too common, but there are bands which are definitely leaning roughly, give or take, to the same direction. So once again, this is an album that really takes to a journey which is made of simple riffs, straightforward approach, and having the kind of a punkish, crusty approach to it. So forget everything you know about avant-garde takes or progressive elements or overly lengthy melodic patterns and stuff like that. This is how the CD looks like, comes without lyrics, so you can only imagine how dangerous this band is. And for some reason my search function didn't function for something. I don't know what I misclicked. Anyway, here is the Metal Archive site for this United Kingdom or Wales-based one-man project, being active for almost a decade now. So 3 albums in and some EPs along the way. What should we really think about Cynefin versus Metal de Gymreg, which was the 2022 release? And like I said, that was a good one. Now I haven't heard the debut album, so I can't even compare what was going on so many years ago, but we can just forget it and focus on this album because that's anyway what we're going to do. So much like the previous one, this is quite simplistic. 40 minutes, 7 tracks, in and out, and then you're done with it. Now the downside having rather lengthy tracks for this kind of music is it's gonna bore down quickly. That is, while these songs would be more suitable at something for like 2 to 4 minute tracks, sometimes when you go for 6 or 7 minutes, it's just way too much. It's more like this Metallica phenomenon when they don't know when to quit. I mean, once you have really extra great song, think of Orion from Metallica's heydays, then you can keep going on for more than 10 minutes if you like. That's not to say that Orion is over 10 minutes, but you get the point. But when you don't have those super killer riffs, which would work for like 7-8 minutes, don't go there. And that's one of the main mistakes with Iselder Cynefin. The other thing is, it's more like not shedding its skin the way that maybe third album is supposed to do. I mean, there is a saying among the reviewers, like third one is the hardest one. First one, you create the original ideas. With the second one, you either use the rest of the riffs and songs you had already in your storage, or just keep honing from the very first album, either making it better or sometimes not as good one. But the point here is, the 2 first albums are the ones that kind of define whatever you're doing. And third album, by that time you're in a crossroads. Which way to go? Keep the same pattern going on or just redefine whatever you're doing. And Iselder seems to be going on with the usual path. But that's not this case as good as the previous one. Mind you, this doesn't mean a whole lot of negativity. It's more like pointing out the previous one album was more focused and simply put a little bit better than that. However, this is not left that far behind because overall I would say this is a good album as well, just not on the top of the previous ones. And one of again main thing is the songs are a little bit too lengthy for their own good. And because of the simplicity with this music and the whole album in there, it's more like you really kind of have to like this kind of stuff a lot in order to like this one. I just happen to like this kind of stuff, and I could say, yeah, probably for a lot of people, this is not even near that good what I'm saying it is supposed to be. But those who kind of like the simplistic ideas are probably gonna love this one. It has some good riffs, some good production, proper vocals, and all that stuff. But like I said, there's a little bit that filler thing going on versus the previous ones. So more like that one had better flow, better grooviness, if you will, in terms of black metal. Once again, we're not talking about some groove metal or whatever groovy trash. But when it comes to the kind of a simplistic black metal, it's more like in and out. It's like a kind of a ground and pound thing, and nobody is going to watch it for 10 minutes. It happens in 2-3 minutes, and if it doesn't, it gets boring. People move on, get beer and all that stuff. Maybe this is the kind of a album actually that would kind of require some beers to be had if you are listening to it multiple times, or at least for full album with very much focus in your presence, whatever. But overall, I would still say give this one a chance, especially if you like the previous one. Because like I said, the difference ain't big, it's just barely noticeable. But it is noticeable, and hence for me, it's anyway easy to say the previous one was better, and maybe after this one, the band kind of needs to redefine itself. Or at least question whatever he or them are doing with the band. Anyway, if I got you interested, you will find links provided in the description box. And if not, well, suit yourself. See ya.